What's up everyone, welcome back. Today we're playing Lord Xander the Collector in Historic Brawl. Lord Xander's a 7 mana, 6/6, so 4 in Grixis. You get a 6/6 Vampire Demon Noble. There's a lot of text here, and it's kind of broken down into 3 parts, so I'll go part by part here. When Lord Xander the Collector enters the battlefield, target opponent discards half the cards in their hand rounded down. Next part is, when Lord Xander attacks, defending player mills half their library rounded down. And the third and final part is, when Lord Xander dies, target opponent sacrifices half the non-land permanents they control rounded down. So, we're basically playing Grixis control. This half of the deck is basically removal and, getting in their hand, taking their stuff away, countering their commander, all that kind of stuff. This half of the deck is, our Grixis payoffs. We have just generic Grixis good cards: Rusko, Prosper, One Ring, Goldspan Dragon, Voke Despair, yada yada yada. Hullbreaker Horror. So what we're essentially trying to do is, normally I build Historic Brawl decks that are synergistic with the commander. That's not the case with this deck. This deck is just a Grixis control deck with the end game payoff of playing Lord Xander. So we didn't build this as a mill deck or a discard deck or a sacrifice deck. What we want to do is we want to get to a point where we can cast Lord Xander and best case scenario, we've cleared the board. So they have a really empty hand. We've made them discard a little bit. We've removed all their stuff. They're low on cards, and bam, we play Lord Xander and they have no way of interacting with it. And all of a sudden they're discarding the rest of their hand. They're milling half their library. And then, funny fact here, it says when Lord Xander dies, not when the opponent kills him, but you could kill him. So we can remove Lord Xander with our own removal spell and make them sacrifice half their own non-land permanents. So yeah, this is just ends up becoming a win con in itself. And let's see, I just remembered one land that should be in here, and it might not be, but talking about killing our own Lord Xander made me think of it. Phyrexian Tower. So we can sacrifice Lord Xander and get 2 mana, but we can do it at instant speed. So let's add Phyrexian Tower. We'll just take out a basic swamp. If I can find out. There we go. Yep. Okay. Let's see if we can get some wins with this deck. If you like this pure evil type of content, this absolute filth of a deck building strategy, go ahead and subscribe. Xander. Now, no promises this strategy is gonna work, but I feel pretty confident. I think we're gonna. Oh, interesting, a Rakdos deck. I think we're at least going to annoy our opponents into scooping before we even get to Lord Xander. We only have black and colorless. It's okay if we get to a 3rd land. But this hand is really not... This hand is really not good unless we get a 3rd land. So turn 1, we're doing nothing. Turn 2, we're what? Swiftfoot Boots. Turn 3, we hopefully have drawn a land and we can black market and start creating treasures. Oh, it's a risky hand. And they get to go first, too. Well, that's okay, because we're on the draw. So let's keep... Maybe we'll draw a land with our first draw. Nope, that's the opposite of a land. So we'll talk about Obnixilis. They're probably going to have creatures to do the casualty ability. That's a great card if we get to it. Really need a land deck. I've actually never played a Obnixilis historic Brawl deck, so I'm not entirely sure what they're doing. But it could just be Rakdos control. We have drawn 3 cards and none of them were lands. Feels great. Okay, that's technically a land. Tapped land. Okay. Maybe it's just like Rakdos, and then they can play Ob here and sack Hitsugu. Interesting. So they can make 2 copies of their Planeswalker. Yeah, we'll discard a card. We're really far away from Liliana, so might as well get rid of Liliana. Do we discard a card? Yeah, we can decline. Oh my goodness. Well, at least we can play Black Market. Rakdos doesn't have a lot of ways to deal with enchantment, so at least it's safe for now, but we are going to be losing a ton of life. So what do we do next turn after our treasure? So we'll... Now we can't even gain life with Sheoldred.
Your punishment is my entertainment. Go ahead. Plead for mercy.
Is this a devil? No. They're gonna make a devil. Very synergistic with their commander. What do we draw? Close swamp or a mountain. Okay, we do. So we'll have 5 mana. How much life do we have? 13? I mean, Cyclonic Rift would be great, but we're nowhere near that. They probably have removal for this, right? This bides us time. So I think we go with this. So next turn we'll have 6 mana, and if we draw a land we can Cyclonic Rift. Discard a card.
Your punishment is my entertainment.
So I lose 2 life unless I discard a card. Huh. Yep.
Pleasure doing business with you.
I adore an audience.
It's technically a land. I think this is our only chance. Okay, well. Drop you. Is there a way to... I mean, we can't gain life with Sheoldred, so is there a way to realistically... We can Heartless Act their... Hitsugu. And we're taking 1, 2... 6 if we don't discard cards. Alright. It's a land. Perfect. I should have done this in their upkeep, that way they couldn't play the card. Yeah, I take 2. Yeah, I'm not sure I can get out of this. Missing the land drops in the first couple turns really screwed us over. Yeah, I have no choice.
Your punishment is my entertainment.
Resolve, decline.
Defy me, and you'll lose everything.
The only way to stay alive. Okay, we can't activate the One Ring. Oh, we just die here because we have to. Oh, we die on our own terms. Oh. We live by the black market, we die by the black market. Well, I kept a risky hand and I got punished for it, so not a lot of analysis on that game, just sometimes you keep bad hands and you get punished. Sometimes you keep bad hands and you get rewarded. Dino deck. Well, we're well equipped to beat a dino deck. Okay, we have all our colors. Nope. We beat them in our pre-game actions. They looked into our eyes and they didn't want a piece of that. I was kind of looking forward to playing the Dino deck, honestly, because I had been there's a video like I released maybe in the last week or so where I played literally nothing but Dino decks, like literally 5 Dino decks in a row, and I got just stomped every time. I was looking forward to returning the favor. What is this? Oh, this is the werewolf deck. Deals combat damage, they draw a card. Yeah. Okay. So this is good against them. We just need to get to enough mana, which we can do with this. If we... But our mana kind of sucks. Our mana kind of sucks. Okay. Well, this is a great card against them. We'll keep. We get to go first too, so what is this? To a mountain. So these are all tapped. Tap dish. Let's do it like this. That's good against them too. Do it like that. Okay, we got our blue source. Let's get black market cooking. Play their commander. I think we make we full send here. Oh, okay. Blue source. Mana value 2 or less is a 3. If we do this, we can use this for Lord Xander next turn. So, do we just accrue in war and take their commander? Yeah. Right? I mean, that turns off their whole deck. It definitely stalls them for a bit. And we can still do the Lord Xander play next turn. We don't need to draw cards. That's our... No, we have a black source right there. Is that our best play, though? Or is our best play Liliana? And make a bunch of 2/2s. So this makes them attack. So let's... Yeah, let's do it like that.
I am the master here. Putrid, but effective.
Sweet. Sweet deck, dude. Okay, this could be really scary. Okay, they're gonna make a bunch of 2/2s. Sure. So that thing has to attack. Is it better to let them do the damage and keep the creature? I think so. Because it will die anyway to the Crow and Wolf. Okay. So. Plus.
What a good, mindless minion.
We can play Lord Xander or we can just time warp. Can we Sheoldred and time warp? No. We can Necropotence and time warp. We just time warp.
Good help is easy to find in war.
Okay, so these are all pretty bad. Pretty bad for us. However, they're gonna want to get rid of... They have to get rid of Liliana. So... I think we just kill their biggest thing. Does this give trample? Yes, it does give him trample. think this is the biggest threat, though. And we can still Sheoldred. Okay, they transform. So we're probably not going to be able to save Liliana, but if we can, we must, because her ultimate is way too powerful. Yeah, they need to do this. So they're going to give something trample. So let's... And it doesn't change their toughness, right? No. Okay. Let's do it like that. There's no point, because they can, at instant speed, give something trample. They're going to try to do as much damage as possible, but I don't think they can kill Liliana. Unless they give their own creature... Right? They can only give 4. So yeah, they could give this... They could kill Liliana with this, but then they lose all their other creatures. We'll see what they do. Interesting.
Fine, I'll leave.
I get to draw all these cards. Gain a bunch of life. Oh, we got Swiftfoot Boots too. Oh. Okay, so which evil thing do we do? How much mana do we have? Not enough to Lord Xander and Swiftfoot Boots. But we can get the boots down. We can do this at instant speed, so let's wait. Just trying to make sure we have the right mana. We need double black, so we have the treasure for that. And a red. We don't have that. So let's do this now. And let's just get in their hand. I mean, there's probably nothing that Duress is going to hit, but just in case. Yeah, it's all creatures. That's fine. And we have Cyclonic Rift to bounce something just in case they do something we don't like. But next turn we have Lord Xander into Swiftfoot Boots. This creature enters the battlefield or transforms. Its target creature gets +4/+4 until end of turn. Okay. They're gonna make it fight something. Pass. No blocks. Okay. Yeah. Yep. They didn't let me do the thing. I'm kind of bummed about that. Let's crack a pack. Why not? Whenever you attack, you may discard a card. When you do, post one counter on target attacking creature, gains trample. Alright, okay. Another Gruul deck. Pretty similar style Gruul deck too to the last one. It's just Gruul stompy. Good land, good ramp piece. Good against their deck, but kind of expensive. Good blocker. Good filter. We get to go first. I think this is it's a little wonky, but it's a good hand. Wonky in the sense that it's like low mana curve and then super high mana curve. There's nothing in the middle. But they are good cards, so we keep them. So Xenagos is essentially you know, one of those indestructible god enchantment creatures. I think we will actually scry with this because we need lands. That is not a land, even though it's a good card. Not a land. If you've never done that before with Mazemind Tome, you can put a stop on your upkeep, and you can do a scry on their end step and a scry before you draw to double scry. We still didn't hit a land, but we basically filtered through 3 cards. What do you? Okay, they don't have red. They're gonna go get red. Then they're gonna play their commander, and then it's essentially giant creature Vil for the next foreseeable future. But this is a great card against them. You got a land. Too bad this isn't sacrifice an enchantment, because that'd be super good against them. Let's just get the egg down. Get the egg cooking. We might draw with Mazemind Tome here, depending on what they do. They have the land. They can play their commander. I think if that's the case, we'll draw. Yeah. Because there's nothing we can do about that. Drew a land. That's good. Okay. We can Heartless Act whatever creature comes down, and Sheoldred Edict the next one. And draw a card. So I think we just pass. We're getting to close to Invasion mana too, and Ugin mana. The thing is that this, I think it doubles power and gives it trample and haste, right? Yeah. It's pretty nuts. If it was just haste, it would be fine. If it was just doubling power, it would be fine. If it was just trample, it would be fine, but it's all 3. Green spells you cost 1 less to cast. Okay. So they spell or green creatures cost 1 less to cast, and then they also get to pump them. So now basically any creature, even if it's like a 2/2, becomes a 4/4 6/6 haste trampler instantaneously. So resolve. Just get rid of it. Draw a card, gain some life. Potence. Choose a card from it with mana value 3 or greater. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We can get Ugin down. The problem is that it's only going to make a 2/2. And we can't destroy this either because it's indestructible. So we're kind of in a rough spot. We can Lord Xander if we sack our Smoldering Egg, which I don't really want to do. They have 5 cards. What do we do? What do we do? We can Sheoldred's Sheoldred's Edict, the next thing. We can play this as a land. We can Lord Xander them. I think we just... I think we play this as a... oh, we can't. Okay. I don't know. I think we just pass and Sheoldred's Edict whatever creature comes down. Hopefully it's just one creature. Sorry, I just don't know what the best line is. These are all good cards, but it's really... they're all kind of meh against this deck. Spell can't be countered. Trample Hexproof. Well, this is a great card against that. Yeah, let them... creature... non-token creature. Resolve... we can Castle Locthwain trigger too, right? 1, 2, 3. But you need double black, don't you? Yeah, so no. Because we'd have to sack our Smoldering Egg. I mean, we're in the same position now, and now we don't have any backup. I think we Ugin, make a creature, because it'll be card draw for us. And we have a lot of life, so we can take at least one blow. And maybe this will distract them. Maybe it will make them want to attack Ugin instead of our life. We'll see. They're thinking about it. So now this becomes a 12-12 haste trampler. Yeah, they're gonna tap from your hand on the battlefield and attack me. Okay, well thankfully this can't attack. So this is just gonna attack me. So let's block this because we can't save Ugin, but we want the card. Time warp. Yeah. Cling to dust. It's not really it. We can Necropotence and see what we can go find, but we're not going to get it until our next end step. So that's incredibly risky. But I think that's our best chance. And we can still invasion by sacking our dragon. So they're still going to get a 12-12, right? So they're gonna get a 12-12. Okay, so activate. I think we can activate this at least 5 times and get a fresh hand. We have no mana, so whatever they want to do this turn, we are completely at their mercy. None of this does anything, but at least Valkit we can loot our hand. So if they have a 10-10 in their hand, we're dead. Okay. That's good. Do they have a 4? Oh, because this costs 1 less. Okay. Pass. Resolve. Resolve. A lot of bad things happening. Pass. So they can all attack? Oh, they just have enough. Well, yeah, we did our best. It's a really tricky deck to play against. They can have no board state, and then all of a sudden they have, what is that, 21, 27 power on the board. Yeah. We drew, what, 3 lands and, like, Orcish Bowmasters with Necropotence. I mean, that just wasn't good enough. I have no idea what this does. Sovereign Okinek. Oh, it's a new card. Ward 2. Whenever it attacks, for each creature you control with power greater than that creature's base power, put a number of +1/+1 counters on that creature equal to the difference. Okay, so Silenzia +1/+1 counters based on anthems, I'm assuming? Maybe maybe auras. I mean, this is good against a creature deck, so we'll keep. What do we do first? We do this turn 1. That's a good draw too. Little slow, but I think we can survive. They have to get to 4 mana before their deck can start cooking, so. Yep, anthems. Okay. Let's do you and you. This gains us a little life if we need it. That's a good mana dork. It's a good card. Too bad we don't have 5 mana. Okay, let's just pass. We can do either of these at instant speed. Create a 2/2 white knight. Okay. That's another good anthem for them. Pass. They might want to just play that. Okay. They didn't play a land, which makes me think I need to kill this. Nice. Okay, then if we draw another land, we have Liliana and Blood on the Snow. Yep. We have 2 edicts. We can play both of them next turn. Seems good, especially if they virtue. If we sack Sheoldred, we could play one of these, but I don't really want to do that. So let's just pass. This has Ward 2 as well. And which is nice because these effects both get around that. You're gonna make your permanents phase out in the middle of combat? I'm just curious because I could make them, I could punish them for that. Right? Because then they couldn't cast it again. What a weird time to cast a Furious Protection. Yeah, let's let them do that. Then let's Cling. I don't really care about the life total. So let's take Devil, draw a card. My turn. Yep.
My army will envelop you. Rise.
Yep. They're gonna die anyway from Blood on the Snow, so it's okay. I'd rather keep Liliana and draw the cards. They're tapped out, so it seems like a good time to... Well, we could Blood on the Snow and then Maestro's Theater. We need a blue source, so let's go get a blue source. I mean, technically we don't because of the Arcane Signet, but let's just be safe.
This looks like a fun new toy.
Rari's awake. Okay.
Rise and shine.
Discard one card, I guess? Let's just see what they have in their hand. Draw a card.
They were a lousy servant anyway.
Oh, both of these. Destroy all creatures. Yeah, let's get rid of your Wrath. I did not expect to hit anything with that. That's really funny. Okay. Yep, I can ultimate it. I can also make you mill half your library. And counter your commander. I could ultimate Liliana here, but you know, let's do the Lord Xander thing. If they're gonna scoop on one trigger, let's just make them scoop on that trigger. They didn't scoop. Okay. Well, I think they're about to.
Well, this was unpleasant.
Resolve.
They do say you.
So you get to keep one land, one creature, one enchantment. Yeah. And I have Soul Shatter up. Opponent. That's pretty good. But how about no? So this taps for mana. Okay, so we got to get rid of this. Okay, credit to Piskiken. This dude is staying in the game. Like, despite staring down the barrel of Lord Xander and Goldspan Dragon. And having 20 cards left in their deck. Yeah. Bye-bye, Mana Dork. End turn. Not really what we want in this spot. They have 6 mana, so they can play their commander. Crazy. Yeah. And then what does this say when it dies? They sacrifice half the non-land permanents. So we wouldn't make them sack anything here. Let's do this. And we'll go like that. You just want to draw a card here. I mean, credit to this opponent. They are playing this out. I mean, I guess they could top deck an 8 mana spell that could get them back in this game, but... Okay. Get rid of Lord Xander. Oh, I was gonna... I was gonna sack it in response. Well, GG opponent. That was, You had a lot of heart to stay in that game. I give you a lot of props. A lot of respect. Alright, let's do a deck tech. Go over what we liked in the deck, what maybe we could change. So, like I said in the intro, it's basically Grixis Control. You know, If this version of Grixis Control doesn't work for you, feel free to change it. Obviously, it's kind of like mainly black spells, then red spells, and very few blue spells, but you could definitely build this in a way that's more balanced between the 3 colors, or maybe, you know, maybe blue is your favorite color, and so you make it heavy blue. you could go a lot of different ways, but the idea is to make a control deck that then has Lord Xander as a payoff. And I think in that last game we got to see that come to fruition. You know, Lord Xander's just a really, really annoying creature. But you don't really have to build around it for it to be extremely effective. I mean, I didn't see at the end there, but I know we got them down to at least 20 cards, but we might have even gotten them down to 10 or less with the last attack. I can't remember, but you know, they have to get rid of this, and if they're out of cards and we made them sack all their stuff from a Liliana ultimate, I mean, good luck, right? So yeah, I think this is a fun way to play Xander. Go ahead and, like I said, all these cards are interchangeable as long as you just put essentially Grixis good stuff in here, a lot of removal, a lot of card draw, things like that. I think you'll be fine. If you like the video, please subscribe. I'm coming out with a video every day, so subscribe to stay tuned to those. Like the video, leave a comment down below, tell me how you would have built the deck, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright, later.